Welcome and welcome and welcome. Welcome back, y'all. This is your host, the one and only Kai, codename Kai. And we're back again with the amazing Rashia and Giselle Gigi.
Good morning.
Today, I'm just gonna cut myself off. So, ladies, we got a very interesting topic, so I'm gonna let you guys kind of let us know. What's the topic for today?
Healing your emotional wounds.
Ooh.
Rough.
Why y'all gonna go there? It is 10 and like it's 10 and y'all want to talk about healing?
Yeah, we'll talk about my feelings and stuff.
Which are important.
Oh man. No, we're just joking, guys. I think one thing I feel like in this generation, right? Coming from wrong ladies, not just for men or women, I think like we all deserve healing. You know, there's just a lot of us are I've said this before, a lot of us are walking around with so many wounds and then we're lashing those wounds to other people, not knowing. So I'm really hoping this session, even if it's 30 minutes, an hour, whatever we spend time, because it's one of those very sensitive topics. And it's like, whoever is listening, I please do not take it personal. It's coming from experience because some of us here have dealt with a lot of emotional garbage that we're still trying to figure out, right? We're all of us, I think all of us are still trying to figure out emotional garbage. You know, we're still, I mean, no one is perfect. I mean, come on, you can be rich, you still have a lot of garbage and healing to do yourself. You can be who? I'm trying to see the richest man. Who's the richest man right now? There's so many billionaires now. Is that
Elon Musk.
Jeff? Okay.
I thought it was Donald Trump.
No, the richest man is
Not Donald Trump.
it's an Elon or Jeff. I think it's
one of them
Jeff.
two.
Yeah. So even for them, they still have a lot of wounds and you know that they have to process. So, ladies,
Yeah.
I want to ask you this, right? When it comes to healing, right? What do you think it's causing it? When we look at this generation, between the millennials and the baby boomers and the Gen Z and a Gen X or whatever generation
even
it's
know the letters
there's so
no more.
many generation. Excuse me. What do you think that we are all dealing with? What's been like the most thing? Look, I'm gonna say this. Please, to those who are listening, please do not be offended to this. What's been the most trend of emotions that you've been seeing that I think deserve like when it comes to healing?
I think people are just lonely and don't know how to
That's so true.
don't know how to reach out.
Oh,
They rather, I mean, personally,
I did not want
isolate.
you to say that. It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah, I think
It's
people
so
are just
true.
lonely and don't know how to communicate and reach out to people. Be like
But why?
self-isolation.
But it's like I thought we had resources.
People are probably afraid to use those resources.
But why? That's why it's there.
That's their self-image, self-control, ego,
I hate to say
pride.
this. It sounds almost selfish.
Yeah.
For you not to use again, please don't take it personal. It's a healing session, so I'm pouring my emotions out. It makes me sad that you can't use your resources if you're hurting.
No.
And that breaks my heart.
Like people are like, oh, I don't want to go to therapy. Therapy's not for me. Or they think like there's this cloud if you do
Yeah.
go to therapy.
Right.
You're under this umbrella of these, damaged
Right,
person
right,
or
right.
image or whatever.
Oh,
And people are
that
like,
breaks
no,
my heart.
I go to therapy. Shoot,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
good for me
Ah,
to talk to someone
Yeah.
and to, get knowledge back that I wouldn't necessarily
Right.
get from other
Get-
people
right,
because
right.
they're educated in that field.
right. And
So-
not your family neither. So of
No.
course, you don't like it's
You can't take
you
everything
can't
to
be
family.
offended. Yeah. that's
Especially
true,
if it's
yeah.
about family.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true. And plus, going to therapy too. It's like it's somebody else that's there.
Yeah.
It's not really. I don't want to say that they're professionals, yes, but like their point, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
They're there to hold you accountable.
biased.
In a way, yeah. They're very biased. Like, okay, well, why did you feel this way? Why did you did it
Exactly.
if you knew? And then you're like, well, I didn't think. Well, that's not what it is. That's not. So I love that when you're looking at it in that aspect, but it breaks my heart that people aren't taking advantage of.
Advantage of those resources out
Oh,
there,
yeah.
seeking therapy,
Because we're really hurting, man.
or just like talking to people.
Yeah, we're so hurting, and it's not just our generation; it's
No,
all generations hurting. I just don't. So what is it? What's the wound that's really affecting us right now? What do you think, Gigi? What is the wound that's really affecting us to be in the position that we are today in this century?
Listen, I feel like after COVID-19.
Oh, now you're gonna bring COVID to this.
Yeah,
What did
after
COVID do?
COVID-19.
I think that was the shift.
Yeah, that
You
was the
think so?
I
Yeah,
think it was like I
every
think it was
set,
already
in a way.
shifting,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think that COVID-19, everybody locked in the house,
Yes.
Yeah.
not being able to go out,
Doing
and
this
social
thing.
and
Everything.
things like that. I think
Interesting.
that was like the icing on the cake.
That's
Mhm.
interesting.
That was, yeah, that was literally the
That was the cherry on
that
the
was
top.
that cherry on the top, just
Interesting
to
that I
add
see it that way,
everything.
though.
And you know, some of us are still trying to figure it out now. You know, after COVID-19, you know, a lot of people are struggling with anxiety and depression.
Yeah. That's so
And
true.
going back to, you know, feel isolated,
Right.
where they don't feel like reaching out
Right.
for help or
Yeah.
assistance. So COVID-19 ruined everything, you know,
You
for
think so?
for so many people,
I think
especially.
people are having a hard time bouncing back.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
You know, for me,
This
for
is
me,
very interesting.
for me personally, I lost my mother during COVID-19.
Ooh.
So
I'm
that
sorry.
was very rough for me. And
Yeah.
for anyone who lost any family member during COVID-19, you all know what we went through
Yeah.
emotionally, mentally, physically, you know, so
Spiritually.
spiritually. So I feel like if you're still in through that healing journey,
Mhm.
where you're still trying to figure it out how to cope, um, you know, do the amount of work that is necessary for you to just sit down, go through your emotions, you know, seek for help. You know, it
Yeah.
is okay to ask for help. I was
Yeah.
one of those people that personally I was like, no, I got it. All
That's that strong
you know,
woman in
yeah,
you.
yep, I got it. I'll figure it out. But you know, up to a point,
Yeah.
you know, and one of the things also that I want to express is personally, I'm a strong believer in God. I believe in God 100%. So, my personal opinion, you know, there's so many help out there that can assist you and guide you during this journey, during your healing journey.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's a personal healing journey.
Yeah.
It means you have to sit down and
Reflect.
reflect,
Mm.
feel
Mm.
every emotion that you have to feel,
Go
learn
through
how
all the
to
stages.
Yeah.
yes, go through all the stages you have to go through. If you don't know how because you don't have the courage
Mhm.
to go through that pain
Right.
again, the emotional wounding pain, pray,
Okay.
meditate.
It's very interesting.
Ask God to assist you and guide you, and I'm telling you, He will.
Yeah.
But you know, I feel like for some of us, we are so afraid of going through the healing journey. The reason why, excuse me, is because let's put it this way: I'm walking and I hit the wall, and I hurt my knee, and it hurts, and it takes a little bit, you know, some time to heal. I don't want to walk again and intentionally say I'm gonna hit my knee again, because I want to feel that pain.
Right.
I want to feel like it. Nobody's going to do that.
No.
Right.
Like, okay, yes, I'm gonna hit my knee again, and because
Right.
I want to feel this pain again. Let me
Right.
see how this feels.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so we constantly living in that stage where we don't want to go through that pain again.
I
Right.
think
You
that's
know,
probably people's hardest part is going back and revisiting
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah.
thing
revisiting.
that hurt them.
Right.
That
Yes.
thing
Yeah.
that triggered
Yes.
this
Trigger,
whole
Yes.
situation.
And that's
pain.
the key.
Like
that-
you gotta face it.
That's
Yeah.
the key to for you to be able to heal. Okay, you have to go through the same experience that hurt you. You have to be able to learn to regulate those emotions as they come, and be able to find that peace
Yeah.
that is what you're looking for.
Wow. Whew. Y'all, we're just getting started, but that was deep. One thing I want to say, I'm so sorry, especially losing. I mean, it's never comfortable. It's, I don't even know what words to use, because losing something that's so close to you, such as anything, parents or brother or whatever, it's always tough to bounce back out of that. And especially during COVID, that's even more difficult. So I really applaud you for being being able to express that now, like what you went through, because I cannot imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have, like, you know how I'm so close to my dad. I don't even know how I will feel. I've
Yeah.
always said this so many times. I think the time that I'll lose my dad, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
I know that because it's one of that's. So this is my emotional way of like kind of expressing this because I always say it. Sorry, I'm gonna get very emotional about this. You have to understand, my dad has been the closest being that I've respected, and that I put such a high pedestal.
Yes.
Right, because he has done everything in his life. Right. I'm gonna go back to some of the. Sorry, when I started, it means that I'm really like I'm getting very emotional. And again, my way of showing emotion doesn't mean that I cry. It just I get a bit chatty.
Yeah.
And I get like words comes out just very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
So just dealing with what you just said, losing somebody, it's that's been what I've been afraid of till today. What would I do if I lose this man? But and then, she mentioned something very interesting. You said something about God, and I always say, you know what? We're not meant to live forever.
Yes.
Right? Part of my healing is really making peace. I even told my dad, I say, Dad, you don't take care of yourself. And it hurts me. But if something were to happen to you, I'm mentally ready. I always say that, but deep down, I'm always like, am I really ready? Am I really ready?
Can I chime in real quick?
Yeah.
So I lost my dad
Oh.
in 2017,
Oh.
and
Oh.
he was already like very.
I don't like this
sick.
topic, y'all.
This is me being vulnerable. I don't want to cry enough.
I got you.
I'm too gangster. But he
Oh.
died in 2017. So like during this time of year, it's very, very hard for me
Oh.
because it's like his death in September, his birthday's October, and then we have all the holidays. But I actually was there
Oh, wow.
when he was taken off
Oh.
life support and took that last
Mm.
breath. Like all of us was in the room. So for me, I can kind of relate when you say like,
Yeah.
you're kind of mentally prepared, but
Yeah.
are you though?
Am I?
I can feel you on that
Oh.
because like he's already sick,
Ooh, I
going
got
through a
chills.
lot of things health wise, in
Ooh.
and out of the hospital, going
Yeah.
to Cleveland Clinic, all
Mhm.
these type of things. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know the day is near, and I need to prepare for it.
Yeah.
And how do you prepare for something like that?
No?
You can't really.
There's no way to
So, me and my mom having to make that tough decision
Mhm.
was like, oh gosh, like, why?
Yeah.
That's all you can do is just ask, like,
Yeah.
why is this happening?
Happening.
Why do I have to make that decision? And
Why
like,
me?
then- yeah.
Why me?
Yeah.
And then like, and then you have to think like, is this something that he would want?
Right. Oh.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And like me knowing my dad, like
Yeah.
he's the life of the party,
Oh.
professional drummer, played all over
Oh.
the world.
Oh,
Like
man.
he wants to have a good time no matter where he at.
Mhm.
And like in my mind, I know like he wouldn't want this. He
Right.
wouldn't want to be living in the living room at the house, my mom being a caregiver.
Right.
He wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
So like having to make that
Yeah.
decision to
It's
take
that
him
prideful
off.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. And like just going through all of those emotions at once, and then dealing with family members
Yeah.
and all of that stress. So there is no real way to be prepared for
Prepare.
it.
Yeah.
You just have to just go through it.
Mhm.
It's
And then
part of
at
the
the
journey.
end, it's part of your
Yeah.
journey. And then
Yeah.
at the end, you have to be like, I made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in a better place.
Yeah.
Right.
His soul's in a better
Yeah.
place.
Mhm.
He's watching over me type. You have to
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
switch
Yeah.
the
In
mindset.
a
Mentally
positive
speaking.
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
In a positive spin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that
so,
can really destroy you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
I've
mean,
seen
I
it.
went through
seen
depression
it.
probably for like 2 years afterwards. Like I didn't really want to do anything. I wasn't motivated to do anything,
Mm.
and yeah, it was a rough little
Yeah.
time period
Yeah.
for
Oh.
me
Yeah.
after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you
Ladies,
can never really
oh.
be ready for it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
ladies. I mean, it's oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna release something that I've never released before. Okay, I think because it's a healing session, I'm gonna release this so maybe somebody out there will also have some kind of hope. I feel like I need to. For those that are listening, I come from a third world country, right? I've been in this country for over 30 years, but before I made my step in America, as a young kid, I saw war.
Mm.
So and I'm sorry for anybody listening, but imagine I'm going to say like 97. The war broke down. I don't want to anybody list. Please don't. I'm good now. That's why I can talk about it.
Yes.
When I was about
Please remind us from where.
so in the Congo.
Yes.
So there was a war there was a civil war in the Congo, but it's Africa. That happens most of the time. Third war, yeah. So I was very young. Please don't ask me what age, because every time I think about that number, I don't want to say it triggers.
But it takes you back.
It takes me back, but not in a negative way. In a way that, man,
Yeah.
I cannot believe I survived that.
That
It's
part.
nuts. That's the only reason why I don't want to say how old I was. But I was very young. I saw somebody get shot at me right in front of me, point blank, boof, and everything just went blank. I was alone.
Yeah.
I was completely alone. Everything just went blank, and I was like, "What just happened?" It triggered something in me. Then the person I did it told me to run. He just looked at me because he was going to do it to me next. But something in him stopped him, and then he told me to run. As he was running, guess what I heard? I heard clicks.
Oh.
Guess what he was trying to do?
Reload.
He was reloading to shoot because he couldn't do it in front of me, seeing
Yeah.
a kid. So he told me to run because it was easier for him to do it
Yeah.
Yeah.
while
From the
not
back.
looking.
Yeah.
All I hear is click, click,
Oh.
click, 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 click. And I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran. And then something in me, guys, to those that are listening, I think this is a miracle. I felt as if there were two people who grabbed my legs.
Oh wow.
I was just like moving you.
I have never moved like that in my entire life as a young kid.
Yeah.
I went huge like Superman. I turned back and I saw that man still pointing the gun. He was wearing like military and everything, and I will never forget that face. And as I am running, I mean, I was probably like half a mile away, and I looked back and I couldn't see his face, and I stared at him. I was lost for maybe about 5 hours. They were looking for me. They looked and looked and couldn't find me. But and then again, I felt as if I was being guided.
Yeah.
I have no idea how, but
Your
just something. I'm a big believer in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I am a big believer in that, guys. I am a huge believer in that. I was lost for at least 5 hours,
Wow.
but and then I kept finding my way, not knowing what was happening. And then all of a sudden, the people that were looking for found me covered in blood. They stood there, didn't know what to do.
Yeah. We didn't know if he was wounded or.
They
hurt.
just looked at me like, how do we explain to this little baby who just seen some of the most horrific
Horrible
things?
things.
But literally my emotions, I lost my emotion there.
Completely. I mean,
That's where I
That's
lost
actually
my emotion.
understandable.
Yeah.
That's where I lost my emotion. I just completely lost my emotion because
Became numb.
I was a kid that always cried. I was very emotional, but right there and there, I lost everything. I didn't know because I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I did not understand it. So then you have a father that's realized the child just went through something traumatic. What do? Of course, you're gonna shield them. You want to
Yeah.
make sure that.
Protect
So
them.
my father definitely gave me love. Like he had this high standard. Like I don't know because he felt so bad. It's like I feel so bad for you because this is something I would never take back.
Yeah.
I cannot take this back for the rest of my life. So it's like something my dad say, I'm making a pact between you and I am going to shield you and protect you for the rest of my life. I don't know, I think he did that or something.
Yeah.
So I've had this relationship where, whether I did good or bad, my dad will not leave me alone. Like I stayed home till like in my 30s, y'all. My father was like, you're not going anywhere, you stay home.
Right.
Because he was so afraid to let me go. But that was his own trauma and his own selfishness in a way.
Absolutely.
Because he didn't want to let me go.
Yeah.
Because he felt some type of way. Like, I don't want to let you go because I don't know. Because I'm like, and I had to tell my dad, you have to let me go. He didn't until today. He still does
Still.
not let me go. My father literally told me, even if I die, I ain't going nowhere. And I said, this
still here,
man
sir.
won't leave me alone. So just to, and this is only some of the trauma that I kind of wanted to tell you guys. And again, this is not, I don't want to be like, well, I went through this, I went through that, because trauma hits people differently.
Absolutely.
Yeah. At
And the
different levels, at
healing,
different
it's
times.
all different.
Absolutely.
So I am not here to say I'm perfect because I went through that. I need you guys to be sad for me. No, it just if it's going to save somebody out there that went through something as far as just a heartbroken or lost a dad or whatever or lost a leg and is dealing with some kind of mental issue and needs healing, I'm hoping this helps you.
Yes.
I'll bounce out of it. It wasn't easy, but I bounced out of it.
Yeah.
But then when we're talking about healing is such a very sensitive topic for
Yes.
everybody.
For everybody. No one wants to talk about
No
it.
one wants to
No.
talk about it.
No.
But the reason why it makes me sad because in 2024, and like you guys said, since COVID, a lot of us, I've said this before, we're all walking around like ticking bombs.
Oh, basically.
All you hear is tick, 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 and all it takes is a boom. Boom
And
meaning like
explode
you're
one
hot.
day.
You
You're
just
like,
hot.
wow.
Like you hot enough. Because we're not taking time to reset that clock.
No.
Yes.
And we're just walking around tick, 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 tick.
I don't
Everybody
think
is.
people know how to reset it.
Yeah.
Like for me, I meditate.
Mhm.
Yes.
I haven't worked out,
Right.
but normally
You
I'm
have
in
other
the
ways.
gym,
Right.
Yes.
taking out my frustration.
Right.
I journal, I pray.
Mm.
I do self-isolate. I know that's not always like the best,
Right.
but I know me.
But
Yeah.
it works for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you
I
have
know
to do
me,
what it
and I
works
know
for
how
you.
it works
True.
for me.
Yes.
Having my lazy day where I don't
Mhm.
leave the house,
Yeah.
where I don't get dressed. I
Right.
just sit on the couch
Mhm.
with my dog and
Yeah.
we just snuggle and
Yeah.
chill.
And breath of
Sometimes that's
silence.
all I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need anything
It's a reset.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your reset.
And those
Yeah.
be the best days.
Mhm.
So guys, in a way, you need to figure out your reset.
Yeah.
If you're dealing with something that's bothering you and you want to heal, you have to have your own reset. So
Yeah.
you have to, I don't want to say isolate yourself, but you need to find your center.
You need to find your way.
Yeah. Your center,
Whatever
finding
that
your
looks
way.
like.
Whatever
You need
works
to
for
find
you.
it.
Yeah.
If it's going to those rage rooms
Yeah.
and taking out your
Yeah.
frustration.
Scream.
I know people that go to boxing classes,
Yeah.
Yes.
kickboxing. because
Sex, by the way,
Yes.
sex is a part of healing
Yeah.
to some people.
That
They
part.
just be like, I want to, come
Either
on.
even doing it or not
Yeah,
doing
not
it.
doing it.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it depends
It's very
on
true.
the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so true. Some
Um,
people, yeah. So
You know,
true.
just having, if you need to talk to people,
Yes.
therapy, if you
There-
have close friends
Please do not be afraid
that
of
you
it.
trust,
Yes.
those are good resources
Find
to go
ways.
to. You have to find
Yeah.
your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then don't be afraid to release.
100%. You have to.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've hold on. That's one thing that I've been saying that I've hold on to so many things that has happened to me as a kid. I went to therapy and then I did a lot of traveling, self healing,
Yes.
where I was like, I went to moments and I had to become certified a meditation guru because I'm like, okay, if I can't heal other if I'm not healed, so I need healing too.
That
Yeah.
part.
So being able to travel and meditate and learn how to meditate, how to release chakras, how to do this, it really helped me to kind of tap in with my own self.
Yeah.
Where I have to say, you know what, everything that happened brought me to where I am today.
Yes.
So why do I keep lingering to things that they're not bringing me anything?
Yeah. no
It's just
peace,
driving
no
me.
nothing.
Yeah, it's like carrying a bunch of loads.
It's heavy.
Luggage.
It
It's
becomes
so heavy.
heavier.
Why?
Oh,
And
it's a
again,
lot.
we're not saying that you like it's not. We're not saying it's easy to do. Please,
Oh, it's
we're
not.
not professional.
no, no, no.
We're only talking from our own experiences.
Yes,
That's
yes,
it.
yes.
So don't take it personal. We
Yes.
just want to come in. We're not doctors. We're not therapists. No.
No.
We only coming in with our own personal experience because we've dealt with this. So we're just saying that this is how maybe it's going to help you deal with it. If not, you need a professional. Go see a professional.
Absolutely.
Go talk to somebody. We need. I feel like Earth is dying because we're not taking care of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, no, it is definitely that.
Absolutely.
As if someone that loves nature, Earth is dying and we're not doing anything about it.
Have you
Absolutely.
guys seen the Netflix video, documentary,
Yeah,
Fly Now?
yeah, yeah. It's
Like-
nuts. It's nuts.
I watched that a couple nights ago.
It's
I'm like,
nuts.
what in the world are
It's
you doing to
nuts.
this place?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
We're
not gonna have
destroying Mother
anything
Earth.
left
Literally.
No.
for the generations after
Literally.
us.
People, like you have to understand, Earth is a living thing, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a living
Living
thing.
being, just like us.
Like it's a in a spiritual aspect of things, it's a living mechanism,
Yes.
and we're not taking care of Mother Earth.
yes.
we are destroying
We're
her
destroying it, and I don't even
every
think
second.
we're spending more time out of space trying to figure out the next Earth. I'm like, it's not gonna
This
happen.
planet.
It starts here, because we're not taking care of our Mother Earth. It's
I'm
such
like,
a
why would we
mess.
go somewhere else and destroy it when we can't even take
We can't even
this
take
that
care of
we have
this.
right now?
No. No, no,
Make
no.
it make sense.
You can.
I really want to go deeper into that when it comes to like taking care of Mother Earth.
Yeah.
All of us are living organisms.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We come from literally we're living in this huge planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
healing starts with you,
True.
just by the way you do things every day. Okay? Whatever is it that you're going through right now, you have to tell yourself, I will get myself out of this.
Yeah.
I will find a way to do whatever is necessary for me to do to be able to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Again, going back into finding whatever sources are out there for you to help you during this journey. Maybe start going to the gym, meditate, pray, journaling. And also, as the way you're taking care of your mental and emotional state, you also have to take care of your body. Some of the disease that a lot of people are having right now is because of all the amount of wounding traumas are being stuck in there. And eventually your body, as you're not taking care of your mental, as you're not taking care of your emotional, is going to affect your physical. There's no way around it. So by you taking responsibility of you, of your actions, or doing things that will assist you to be able to heal, you have to do your best to eat better. Okay, I'm not saying go out there and start a meal plan tomorrow or a nutritional whatever, and you don't set realistic goals for yourself.
Yeah.
If you, it can be as simple as, well, I don't drink as much as what I want to. Maybe start adding more water on your daily routine every day. Set realistic goals, something easy and simple that slowly you're doing it, and create a routine. And by you creating a routine, it's going to help you build that discipline. And by you building that discipline, you will be able to stay consistent with that routine. But going back again, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to do the work that is necessary for us to do. We need to sit down and navigate through our emotions and learn how to regulate those emotions. And again, going back again, find whatever works for you. If Rishi is doing something different, maybe that works for her, but that's not something that you probably will be able to do. Okay, so again, set realistic goals and do what is necessary for you to do to be able to heal.
And don't rush it. A healing journey is not meant to be rushed.
Yes.
I think some people think like, oh, I have to do this and go through all these steps really, really fast. No.
Oh no.
That is not efficient, people. Take your time.
Take your time.
Take your time, go through your journey at your pace that works for you, and do the things that you need to do. I do want to piggyback on the nature thing. I do think being out in nature is a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
I've been trying to get my 10,000 steps a day. It's kind of hard, but in the summer it was easy because it was beautiful outside.
Absolutely.
And, me and Caesar will go on a 3-mile walk or something like that, just taking in the scenery,
Yes.
getting grounded,
Yes.
having
Getting
a seat,
grounded.
listening to the birds, things of that nature. So I do think maybe getting out in nature is also a good therapeutic way.
It really
It's
to
very healing.
process
Very
your
healing.
feelings and your thoughts and to reflect. Take a hike.
Do anything. I mean, just stay active. One thing I know we're getting close to that, but what I wanted to kind of add, this is a message. Let's all have a message to our listeners.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with mine. So hey, I need you to sit. Go ahead and sit down. If you got a glass of wine, that's fine. If you got water, take your water. I need you to listen very carefully. I just want to tell you, I respect you. I care for you. I'm praising you. I am honoring you. As you can hear everything I'm saying, I am saying I am praising you.
So it's affirmation.
I am using me and then you. So there is the I am and then there's the you. So I am praising you. I am honoring you. I am making sure that you are loved. Please, please, I need you. We need you. If you're listening and you go into something that's very dark and depressing, and you don't know how to get out of that pothole. You don't know how to get out of that dark room, and there's no light because life has been so difficult for you. I'm reaching my hand and I'm running towards you, and I'm bringing nothing but Mother Earth and sunshine. And I'm giving you this beautiful hug. And I'm not here to judge you. I don't care who you are, what color, whatever. I'm just going to give you a hug as a human being,
Yes.
saying that I care for you. I
Human to
love you. I want to take care of you as Mother Earth. This taking care of it as it doesn't have to be financially, but it has to do with just spiritually. If I can, I am here. So I just want to say to anyone listening that's going through something, you have not been forgotten.
Yes.
You're gonna get out of that little loophole that you keep going in circle because you don't know how to get out of it. But I'm gonna open this door and I'm gonna tell you, hey, come on, it's this way. This is where the sunshine is. This is where the ocean is, the ocean view with the beautiful sounds of whales and dolphin. Where nature just blossomed, the sun is bright, everything is lovely, the smell of lavender, the smell of beautiful roses, and all the flower we can think of. And we're just gonna lay there on the ground, we're just gonna breathe in and out of it. And then we're gonna say, you know what, we're gonna be okay.
Yes.
We are stuck on this earth together.
Yes, we are.
We can't go nowhere.
And we don't got a lot of
And
time.
we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So
Let's make it the best that we
let's make it the
can.
best that we can.
Yes.
So stop it. I'm here. Heal. You need help. You're gonna find some help. You need somebody to talk to. Shoot. I give you my Instagram. You can call me at 5 a.m. That's fine.
Absolutely.
Please, I don't want 100 people to call me at the
I was
same
gonna
time.
say, really don't
But
do that.
yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. But just to make the point across, it's just that because we are all dealing with so much, and even for me, sometimes the amount of people that are walking around as a spiritual human being, what I have to deal with daily with people that I see that have so much garbage, sometimes I suffocate, and I'm like, how could you be walking around with so much
Yes.
on you, and you're so young?
Yes.
You haven't even lived
Live
yet.
life.
Oh,
You haven't even been
Like
through
how?
something.
How are you going through this and you're 19 or you're 20? How? And life is still ahead of you. There's still so much to see and so much to do. I'm gonna stop there.
Experience,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just gonna stop there because it breaks my heart. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that.
I really have a message for everyone who's listening. And before I say anything, I want to say a big shout out to Audubon University. Thank you
Yes,
for
thank you.
Thank you.
hosting this amazing podcast.
Yes.
We appreciate everyone at
Very
Audubon.
much
Thank you so
yeah.
much. I just want to say to anyone who is listening right now, remember you're not alone. You're loved. You're protected. You're guarded. Okay? Find some time that you can just be alone. Gather your thoughts, your emotions. Pray. Or meditate if that's something that you lean to. But pray. Ask God to guide you. Ask God to assist you. If you don't even know how to do this, start this healing journey, ask God. I don't know how to start doing this, but I need your guidance. I need your assistance. And I'm telling you, God will assist you. God will show you how. He's the biggest healer. Okay? That's one. Number two, sit down. Probably I will want you to imagine your youngest version, the youngest version of you. Go back when you were a kid. Write yourself a letter. Ask that little kid inside of you, how do you feel? Is there something you want to communicate with me? And I'm telling you, you're going to start writing a lot. Because that's where the trauma begins. When you are a kid, some of us, we grow so fast that we forget to be a kid. And that's where the fun is. So very important for you to start on the root of your trauma. Okay? Go back. Think about everything that makes you feel some type of way, anything that you feel you haven't looked at. Spend some time by yourself. Journal, pray, and have hope and faith. Because if all of us were able to heal our own personal, and holy moly, we're still going through it, right?
Yeah.
Some of us, you will too. So,
Okay.
I guess my little spiel, not really a spiel, do the work.
yes.
As you know, these two have said all these beautiful things, but it all starts with you and within you. And if we don't take the necessary steps to do the work, we're never going to get to the beach with the whales and the
Yes.
dolphins and,
Yes.
and sunshine and
The
we're gonna take
flowers.
the flowers. We're never going to
Yes.
get there if we don't do the work.
Yes.
So reach out to the resources or find those resources. Do the journaling, the meditation, the prayer. If you need to go to church, go to church.
Go to church.
Find those good friends. I do believe that everything is a loss when it comes to like losing a parent. There's friendships that you can lose. There's other things that you can lose that meant something to you that can also do some damaging
Absolutely.
trauma things to you as you grow and go on. But yeah, just do the work. Sit down, write down things, do your journaling, do your goal setting. Just do the work. Take the time to reflect. And then if you need to reach out to resources and things of that nature, please do so.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That was a beautiful, beautiful topic today. Man, I feel less. It's like a lot of things we're just flowing off through this, through this conversation.
Told
It's
you
like,
guys it was gonna
it's
be
beautiful.
deep today.
Oh, you definitely said. I was like, what? We're gonna.
I know, I read-
don't
I
know.
was
That's why I
Like,
said, let's
man,
pray. Let's pray.
I said, I don't
I'm
wanna
glad
do
I
this
know. I'm so glad you had us ready to pray first, because
Right.
oh
today.
man,
We needed that.
Ooh, girl, we needed that. So we appreciate to those who are listening, and please make sure you follow the Instagram page, Four Corners. It will be on Instagram, and then we've always given in our Instagram, and shout out to Autobind too. We appreciate Autobind
We love you.
and for doing this, and it's been such an honor for you guys keeping us going.
Thank you.
As you know, our tradition has always been we always give out our social media towards the end because we want to make sure you guys follow us separately while you're following the main page, but please make sure to you're following all the MCs and the hosts. We appreciate it. So I start with me. You can find me at Code Name Kai, CodeNamekai. Thank you so much.
Yes.
You
Rashida.
can find me all Instagram social media platforms, Miss MS_Fantasy, P as in Paul, HINISEE.
Gigi.
Giselle Zapata. Just there's so many Instagrams over there. Just figure it out.
Oh wow, you
All
can.
right.
You'll
I
find
love.
it.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
I
You
love
won't
the
see me.
mystery. I love the mystery. I love that mystery. You better figure out. There's a lot of Giselles out there in Zapata. So you better figure out.
Figure it out.
So without any further ado, we love you. We appreciate you. We are out. Thank you to
Thank
all of
you.
our listeners.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.
Smooches.